Ukrainian forces have launched a counter-offensive in the Russian city of Izium, which could mark a major turning point in the battle for the east of the country. One of the largest cities in the Kharkiv Oblast, Izium lies less than 24 kilometers from the regional border with Donetsk, part of the infamous Donbas region that Russian President Vladimir Putin is keen to take over. Liberating the city from Russian occupation would give Ukrainian forces a key strategic position on the Donets River from which to launch further counter-offensives to drive Putin's forces back into the Donbas. The counterattack in Izium comes just a day after the General Staff of Ukraine's armed forces announced they had successfully repulsed Russian forces from the second-largest city of Kharkiv, just 40 miles from the Russian border. However, a Ukrainian military spokesman admitted that Russian units had advanced elsewhere, gaining ground in several smaller towns along the eastern front. Despite the casualties, Russian forces continued to advance into the Lyman, Severodonetsk, Avdiivka, and Kharkiv areas of the wider Donbas region, reads Sunday Morning Update. It comes as a senior NATO official has said Russia's military offensive in Donbas has stalled, and Britain's MOD has claimed about a third of Putin's ground forces have been lost in bloody fighting. Kharkiv Oblast Governor Oleg Zenegyubov confirmed the reports about a Telegram channel that writes, "The hottest point remains in the direction of Izium. Our armed forces switched to a counter-offensive there. The enemy is retreating on some fronts, and this is a result of the nature of our armed forces." The Ukrainian military reported destroying 8 Russian tanks, 5 artillery systems, as well as other armored vehicles and drones during fighting in Donbas the previous day. Meanwhile, the Russian Defense Ministry reported that its forces had been destroyed 6 command posts of Ukrainian troops and 13 artillery batteries during yesterday's conflict, killing up to 150 Ukrainian militants. None of the numbers could be verified. Meanwhile, a senior NATO official said Russia's military advance in Ukraine appeared to be faltering and expressed hope that Kyiv could win the war. The brutal invasion by Russia is losing momentum, NATO Deputy Secretary General Mircea Geoana told reporters before a meeting of diplomats in Berlin on Sunday to discuss more support for Ukraine and moves by Finland, Sweden, and others. To join the security bloc. We know that with the courage of the Ukrainian people and army, and with our help, Ukraine can win this war, he said. Geoana, who was preparing to chair the meeting as NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg recovers from a COVID-19 infection, said Ukraine's supporters are united, we are strong, we will continue to help Ukraine fight this war to win. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this edition of the news. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.